Well, welcome to Vintage to Vogue. Check this out. This is an old vintage tablecloth that I found just at the local garage sale, flea market. And when you're thinking, what could I do with a tablecloth? Let me show you. Out of one tablecloth, I've made a wrap skirt, fully lined, a little t-shirt to go with it. Of course, that wasn't out of the tablecloth. A little A-line dress with pockets and no hardware, all self-ties. And even I cut a hat to match. And this is a great little sister set. And you can do it too, and I will show you just how simple it is. These I have been making for years, and they are the simplest things to make. And it's just an old-fashioned bubble. Little snaps on the crotch to make it easy. We do a tie shoulder so it's adjustable. And look, he loves it. And he just is having the best time in this bubble because he thinks he's a bubble. No children were hurt during the filming of this segment. What I want to share with you today is quilt tops. I'm sure you've come across them at flea markets, garage sales, junk stores, and didn't really know what they were. Well, what they are is they're pieced tops that were meant to be quilted and to become quilts. And usually they were people's clothes that were cut up and the woman of the household pieced them together. But sometimes things happen and you run out of time and they never got quilted, which means to stitch in between and put a batting and a backing and you make a blanket. But they are beautiful and you can still find these in abundance. So don't pass these up if you see these. Look at this beautiful, this is called a Star of David. Someone sat for hours and did this, so if you find one, pick it up and let me show you what to do with it. I just cut out my halter top and I lined it in a cotton voile, and I made the sweetest little halter dress. Little pockets, and it's mixed with linen, and I throw it in the washer and dryer. Look at this, look at the brown and the purple. It's just beautiful, and when you see it together you go, oh my gosh, you can do this. Vintage to Vogue. Check this out. This is an old drapery and it's made out of bark cloth. See, it still has the hooks in it. It's still gathered, but what I'm going to do is take this, wash it, and throw it in the dryer and see how it survives. And guess what we're going to make from all these different prints of bark cloths. They're just amazing and you can still get plenty of them. Check out this skirt. But again, we've lined it. Has a little bit of lace detail just to add some interest. But come on, vintage to Vogue. Identical pattern. We have a back and we have a front. So this is our front. What we're going to do is now we're just going to cut out our neckline, our front neckline. Hold it still. Cut that line. Perfect. And if you'd like, so you don't get confused, write front and back. And that is how quick and easy it is to make a t-shirt. Now if you want, we'll have this on the website and you can easily download. This is probably a size 7/8. Permanent magic marker and some ink just to see what would happen if I like the effect. Again, remember this is my sample shirt. You want to always finish your design, wrap it around the back or go a little bit to the back. You don't end it at a shoulder seam or at the side because design goes all the way around. An applique, it's cut from an old piece of embroidery. Maybe you have some of your grandmother's handiwork laying around. What I want to show you here is how to sew on a little crystal. So these are sew-ons and they're Swarovski crystals and there's a hole in the center and you use a gray thread so it kind of blends in, and you just go around 4 times so that when the light hits you get a little bit of magic happening. There's an easy way to make a knot. Put your thumb over the needle, you wrap your thread twice, pull it down, hold it, and you pull your needle through and you have a perfect knot. And just cut it close to it and it's done. I will show you just how simple it is to turn it into just, look at this little piece of artwork, brown and yellow. And the hanky kind of tells you what to do, what colors to put with it. It seems to just work. I pick the colors I like and the hankies that I like and it all works out. But this is gorgeous. Look at this. The turquoise, the purple, and the brown. Now who would have thought that? This one. I'm sure if you had seen this hanky you would have tossed it away. It's a little garish, a little bold. but is it not perfect? Okay, let's see. Oh, what to do with your old blue jeans? Simple, I'd like to share them with you. Check this out, a wrap skirt. It's been quilted with other leftover pieces of embroidery, wrap around, and it's all hand done and one of a kind. And believe me, if I can do this, you can do this. Hi, I'm Paula, and I bet you have tons of these pillowcases laying around. And it's one pillowcase. I've lined it so it's nice and comfy, and I put hand crocheted lace from another pillowcase on it to accent it. It's all adjustable up here at the shoulder. But this does not look like your child will be wearing a pillowcase. This is one pillowcase, nothing added. It's got little sleeves, it's got the keyhole opening, which I love, a little tiny button, but it's just, they make me laugh. This is Mr. and Mrs. getting married. It was probably given to somebody as a gift in the 30s or 40s for their wedding present. And now your little 2-year-old can just look as sweet as could be. These circle skirts are made from what are called squares. People used to play a lot of card games at home, and of course a card table is square. So they would make square tablecloths and embellish them with handwork. So a lot of these, I've just taken the square, I've folded them into quarters, and I've made circle skirts. So here's like a little farm story. Little Dutch girl and boy. And if I needed to, if there's stains, because you have to cut your stains out, I would seam it, and then I've lined them, and with just a little cotton. I'll show you how this is done. It is so simple. And I bought some netting and ruffled it on the bottom, which is very popular with little girls right now.